7 a.m. Yes, Mr. Anson, this is the gentleman that was just at your door, who you refused to open the door or talk with.
This phone call was made by a debt collector to a laid-off executive who had fallen behind on his car payments.
And if you refuse to answer the door to me, I guarantee you, I will wake up every neighbor in your entire building. Okay, and I'll let everybody know you don't know how to pay your bills.
The foul language, the threatening tactics, and the timing of the call in the middle of the night are all entirely illegal under federal law, but quite common, according to at least one former debt collector.
Mean works better than nice.
Mean works better than nice.
In the terms of being a debt collector, it does.
Until he quit the industry in disgust with himself, Mike Flanagan was that kind of debt collector, making big money on the phone as Mr. Mean.
I was not only Mr. Mean, but I trained others on how to be Mr. Mean. When I first became a bill collector, I had absolutely no idea how ruthless and mean I could be, and for God's sakes, I was a U.S. Marine.
Flanagan agreed to provide 2020 with a rare inside look at the secrets of his success as one of America's 146,000 debt collectors.
If you could get a woman to cry, it was a slap on the back.
That's a badge of honor.
That's a badge of honor. To ruin your day for the ultimate purpose to get your money, well, I don't mind ruining your day. I'll sleep fine tonight.
First of all, ma'am, that was pretty ignorant, but I wouldn't expect anything less from you because you are totally ghetto.
And debt collectors across the country have been caught on tape doing their own version of Mr. Mean. Tapes provided to 2020 by consumers and their lawyers.
Second of all, ma'am, learn English. Get an education. Since you're sitting on your fat derriere all day long.
You're just a loser. You're a loser. That's why you're in collections. Because you owe money you can't pay. Why don't you just go jump in front of a train? Why don't you do that? Get it over with.
Some people can be completely polite and sweet to. Other people, you ram your fist down their throat and you pull the money out from their gullet. But you get the money.
Hey, Greg, you got my breakfast ready? Where's my biscuits and orange marmalade and sausage? Where's my $40,000 that you owe me?
In this call, the debt collector is not only rude, but in violation of federal law, as he threatens to tell others about the consumer's debt.
I guess I'm going to have to call this other phone number I got. See if your ex-girlfriend can get in contact with you. We'll see if we can't get her riled up enough to get you riled up, to get you on the telephone. You make the decision. You want to be a man, or you want to hide behind the telephone like a little bitty mouse?
What do you think of that?
If you think for 1 minute I'm going to defend that, you're terribly wrong. It violates the law in so many ways. Hi, Jennifer. This is
Roseanne Anderson is the general counsel of the Debt Collectors Trade Organization. She says the vast majority of the country's debt collectors follow the law and provide an important public service to the economy, collecting billions of dollars a year owed to American businesses.
There is nothing wrong with being a debt collector. In fact, I applaud that choice as a profession.
Over the years, this is an industry that has had a very big black eye for alleged abuses and ugly practices. What do you say about that?
I say that stereotype is old and outdated.
Yet the most recent report by the Federal Trade Commission, which regulates the industry, found the number of consumer complaints had jumped 14% to a record level.
I need you to stop calling my job.
No, I'm not, because I'm not going to do that. Because
Among the most frequent complaints, the illegal practice of calling consumers' workplaces to reveal the debt to others.
Do not call me at work. Call me at home. You have called me 7 times. You have called me 7 times at work.
We'll take the proper steps and work out with your employer. I won't call you no more. I'll speak with the payroll department. You have anything else to say?
If you do that, you will get me fired.
Whatever the case might be, if you can see it, what do I care? You're not paying the bill anyway.
There are also thousands of complaints about debt collectors threatening dire consequences, falsely implying consumers have committed a crime.
Because I'll put your ass in jail.
Another violation of federal law.
Do you want to go to the big house?
So where?
Big house. That's what they call prison in America. Am I going to be arrested for this?
Of course you will.
I will?
Of course you will.
But the most common complaint involves the kind of thing that left Loida Riptos of Minnesota in tears, trying to collect from someone who does not legally owe the money.
I don't want to pay a debt which is not mine.
Even after she filed a police report about a case of identity theft, debt collectors continued to hound her, to pay a $1,200 credit card bill for an account someone else had opened in her name.
You know, they keep on calling me and
After you filed the police report?
Yeah, after they file a police report, they keep on calling me and try to get that money.
6 other companies had stopped their collection efforts, but not Apex Financial and its collector, Mel Barrero.
I didn't call you to go through this whole ordeal all over again.
What are you? Are you gonna
I am the guy who's going to end your life. That's who I am.
End my life? What? Are you
Yes.
gonna kill me?
No, ma'am.
You
I'm
have no right to tell me that you're gonna end
I
my
have
life.
every right to tell you that.
Like, I was just like, you know, scared.
Has any man ever talked to you like that before?
No, never. I mean, no, never, never.
This building in Tempe, Arizona, is the Apex Financial Calling Center where Barrero worked. We tracked Barrero down here in Phoenix, and he promised to meet us in this parking lot to tell us his side of the story, but he never showed up. On the phone, he said, the abusive phone call was the result of pressure that he was under from Apex to meet his weekly quota of collections.
Persistence breaks resistance. These collectors want to get paid. They're paid on a commission, they're paid on a percentage.
Minnesota lawyer Pete Berry has made a career out of going after debt collectors and now represents Loida Riptos.
She's become a victim and has been re-victimized by a creditor that really has just gone wild.
You've got to be tough sometimes, don't you, to get that money paid?
People should pay their debts, and debt collectors have a right to be persistent. At the same time, there's no justification for abusing a consumer to get a debt paid.
You're the one who's refusing to pay your bill.
In a statement to 2020, Apex Financial said the collector, Barrero, was fired for other reasons, and that the phone call made by Barrero should not cast a shadow upon the hard work and ethical conduct of other Apex debt collectors, all of whom it said, including Barrero, go through a rigorous training program.
A good debt collector, his or her job is to help find a solution.
But for the consumers, they're not really their friends.
They're not their enemies.
They're not?
No, absolutely not. A debt collector is not the enemy of the consumer.
But Mike Flanagan says as a debt collector, he viewed himself as the consumer's worst enemy, until one day when he tried to contact a debtor and got her sister on the phone instead.
And the woman says to me, well, why are you calling? I said, it's none of your business. Where is Kim right now? I want to talk to her right now. And the phone got eerily silent for about 3 or 4 seconds. And the woman then told me, Kim's dead. She was in the World Trade Center on September 11th. And, man, that hit me like a ton of bricks.
Kimberly S. Bowers.
Kim was 31-year-old Kimberly Bowers, whose sister confirmed to 2020 the debt collector's call.
From that moment on, my faith was gone.
You lost the drive.
I lost my belief that being a bill collector and training these people to do the things that we were doing was absolutely righteous. I lost the ability to not care about the debtor.
Flanagan says the best thing consumers can do to stop people like him is contact the Federal Trade Commission, get a lawyer, and get the proof on tape.
I am the guy who's going to end your life.
Why don't you just go jump in front of a train?
If someone knock on your door, jackass, open it, you